Good day, students. Welcome to mathgotserved.com. In this clip, we're going to be going over section 1.4b of our virtual geometry text, focusing on how to classify angles presented in numerical format. Don't forget, we have 6 practice problems for you to try out at the end of this presentation in order for you to demonstrate mastery of what we covered in this tutorial. Alright, before we get started with some examples, let's go ahead and review our classification of angles, how we classify angles. There are 6 of them, and you can remember them by using this acronym, AROSRF. Okay, so what does AROSRF mean? If you remember, we went over this in section 1.4a of our tutorial series on classification of angles. So the A represents acute angle. Okay, so what are acute angles? An angle is acute if it is between 0 and 90 degrees. If it is in standard position, it's going to be in quadrant number 1. The R, the first R, there are 2 of them. The first R stands for right angle. And what are right angles? A right angle is an angle that's equal to 90 degrees. So this in standard position is on the positive y-axis. After that, we have O in AROSRF. O stands for obtuse angle. How do you know that an angle is obtuse? Well, if it is between 90 degrees and 180 degrees. If you graph this in standard position, it's going to be in quadrant number 2. And then we have the S, which stands for straight angle. If you double your right angle, you end up with a straight angle. Okay, what are straight angles? Straight angles are angles that are equal to 180 degrees. They are located on the negative x-axis if you graph your angle in standard position. And then the next R stands for reflex angles. All right, how do you know that an angle is reflex? Well, if it is between 180 degrees and 360 degrees, basically you have a reflex angle if you're in quadrant 3 or 4, or the negative y-axis if your angle is graphed in standard position. And the F stands for a full angle. Okay, think about rotating. A full rotation takes you exactly where you started from, and that's what a full angle is. A full angle is an angle that is equal to 360 degrees. Okay, all right, so these are the 6 classifications we're going to be using in the following examples. All right, so the instructions for the examples that we're doing is as follows. We're to classify the given angles below as acute, right, obtuse, straight, reflex, full, and explain the reason for our classification. Alrighty, so number 1, let's say we have 90 degrees. Now, what kind of classification is an angle that measures 90 degrees? Well, 90 degrees can be classified as a right angle. And why do we know that this is a right angle? It's a right angle because all right angles are equal to 90 degrees, okay? Because the right angle, because it is equal to 90 degrees. Number 2, what if you have 54 degrees? What kind of angle is this? 54 degrees is an acute angle, okay? How do you know it's an acute angle? Well, all acute angles are between 0 and 90 degrees. So acute angle because it is between 0 degrees and 90 degrees. All right, moving right along. Number 3, what if we have 180 degrees? What kind of angle is this? You notice if you double your right angle, 90 times 2, you get 180, right? So if you have 2 right angles, guess what? You end up with a straight angle. All right. How do we know it's a straight angle? It's a straight angle because it is equal to 180 degrees. So all angles that are equal to 180 degrees are straight angles. Number 4, what if we have 165 degrees? What kind of angle is this? 165 degrees is located between 90 degrees and 180 degrees. Okay, it's between 90 and 180. So if you think about AROSRF, where is 165? What classification is there for angles that are between 90 and 180? Angles that are between 90 and 180 are obtuse angles. So this is an obtuse angle. And how do we know it's obtuse? Well, because it is between 90 degrees and 180 degrees. Okay, moving right along. Number 5, what if we have 315 degrees? What kind of angular measure is this? 315 degrees is located between 180 and 360 degrees, and any angle that's in that range is referred to as a reflex angle. Okay, why is it a reflex angle? It's a reflex angle because it is between 180 degrees and 360 degrees. And the last question, what if we have an angle that measures 360 degrees? What kind of angle is this? This is known as a full angle. Okay, why do we know it's a full angle? Well, it is because it is equal to 360 degrees. All angles that are equal to 360 degrees are known as full angles. All right, so now we'll have some practice problems for you to try. We're going to be following exactly the same instructions in classifying the angles and providing justification. Okay, so let's go ahead and have you try these problems. Your task is to classify these angles as acute, right, obtuse, straight, reflex, or full angles, and then explain your reasoning just as we did in the practice problems. So go ahead and pause this video presentation at this time, classify these angles, and when you are done, click on the play button and we will display what the answers are, and then you can check your work. All right, welcome back. So hopefully you had a chance to try out the practice problems. So answers coming up. Let's go ahead and just take a look at the classification of these angles. You can refer to the notes we just did to write down what the explanation of your reasoning is. Okay, so 305 degrees is between 180 and 360, so that makes it a reflex angle. 25 degrees is between 0 and 90 degrees, so that makes it an acute angle. 360 degrees, that's a full angle, it's a full rotation. 90 degrees is a right angle. 180 degrees is a straight angle. And 145 degrees is between 90 and 180, and that is classified as a obtuse angle. Okay, so these are the answers to the 6 practice problems. Now, how well did you do? Well, let us know in the comment section below how well you did. If there are any questions, clarifications that you have concerning what we went over or the practice problems, let us know in the comment section and we'll be more than glad to assist you. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this presentation. I really appreciate it. If you found the contents of this tutorial helpful in your studies of angles, do give us a thumbs up or a like. Your positive feedback is very valuable to us. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel for updates to other presentations such as this. We upload videos to our page on a regular basis. As indicated earlier, if you have any questions or comments, just place it in the comment section below, and we'll be more than glad to support you. Do visit our website at mathgotserved.com for support resources. Thanks again for watching, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.